and really focus in on that and drill down and say, well, Ivica Zubac has had a lot to do with the Clippers' success. Ball is up, game is on. Minnesota Timberwolves win the tap. They'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter as well. Centers missed the first shot of the game.
And you'll notice too with Minnesota, see Ant-Man Anthony Edwards, the outstanding rookie, averaging about 23 points since Coach Finch has been there.
In the last 12 games, also shooting 43% as Marcus Morris Sr., as it has become now accustomed.
With the team that struggled like Minnesota, can you match the energy defensively early? Offensively, we know what that man can do and this offense can do.
Lead 7-5 and then back the other way. Leonard pretends to shoot the three, finds a wide open Paul George, and you know what's coming after that. In the background, Towns knocks down the jumper. He is a gifted three-point shooter. That will be a problem for the Clippers here as Paul George retaliates in a way as he knocks down the jumper.
Kind of getting to his spots, weaving in and out that pick and roll right there.
You see Towns go right around Ivica Zubac. They hang around when he is on the floor, but when he takes his seat, well, everything really just falls apart for Minnesota right now as Kawhi Leonard floats it up and in. He has found a confident stroke of late. The numbers overall in the season are not good, but he's been aggressive, firing up threes of late. Misses there. Paul George back the other way to show it how it's done, and he knocks it in. Paul George
on the drive and dishes.
Rajon Rondo out there for the Clippers as Morris misses. Big rebound by Zoo. Oh, and flushes it in. Counted on a foul. Couple of Wildcats playing catch, and now Paul George with time on the clock rises for the triple. Dueling banjos here in downtown Los Angeles. Lead swells back to 10. I'll tell you what, that's good stuff, Christine. If this is a regular season, Rondo, sign me up for the full package as D'Angelo Russell snaps up his first three. I tell you what, I love his stroke. I love the arc on the ball. Clippers led by 10. George in attack mode off the window. No. Follows his miss and taps it home as it rolls around the iron. And Hernan Gomez has the loose ball for Minnesota. Wolves this year, this is the 19th time they have trailed by 10 or more in the first quarter. Just 3 in 15 as Naz Reid thunders it in. Paul George's great play, but boy, Steph Curry is on another planet as he has typically been as Kennard knocks down the mid-range shot. Feels like a family reunion. We missed you. Here's Rondo back the other way. Clippers by 5. Man, wing three is good. He usually did his damages in the corners out in front by 8.
Well, when you put the work in practice and work on those shots, you got to be able to feel confident in the game. And that time, man was able to do it, and D'Angelo Russell
kind of pick the brain every game, and boy, he just continues to impress. Reid, a three is good. He doesn't take any mid-range shots, but he can step out and hit the triples. 33% on the year. Now back to Rondo. Another above the break three for Man with similar results, and I love it. 39-33. Last week for a couple of games, he showed out for sure. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a finish. Oh, my goodness. The bookends. Rondo to Zoo. Points, 5 rebounds for Ivica. Edwards gets downhill. Oh, denied by Zoo. Here come the Clippers. Jackson to Kennard with time and space. I love it. With 11 points and 5 rebounds, Clippers out in front 48-33, and back the other way. Naz Reid with some destruction inside. He had
to make those passes, just a little drop pass. Reid able to benefit off of it.
Ooh, Reggie Jackson with a smooth stroke knocks down the triple. He has 5. Have 8 threes made here in this first half.
Oh, excuse me.
The greats to play the position, speaking of Chris Paul. Meanwhile, Reggie Jackson for 3, and when he is goggled, maybe he is one of the greats to ever play the position.
And he holds his own.
It'll be interesting to see if he can get into a winning environment in Minnesota as Paul George steps away for the 3. It is splash. Third effort, the charm. Russell with a great look, leaves it short.
And I know Minnesota didn't score on that possession. To see Kawhi right here in transition knock this down in the corner.
Paul George dancing around the defense, tries to pass in the corner. Good defense on the inside. The interior for Minnesota calls a deflection and the turnover. Russell with the shifty handle gets to the rim and lays it in.
I like our chances.
You know, it's interesting. They hit 19 threes in that Philadelphia game. First time in franchise history that they lost a game making 19 threes. Leonard spins his way to the rim. Dishes to George. Touch pass to Senior for the three. Marcus Morris Senior with 3 triples. He has 11.
Got out of it what they wanted to. A contested shot, not a wide open one that time by Jackson for the T-Wolves.
It's all about ping touches for the Clippers. Edwards knocks down the 3 for Minnesota, 68-51. Many years, but he was responsible for kind of tweaking Terrence Mann's jump shot, and Kawhi Leonard now knocks down his second 3.
Contagious.
72-51. Clippers will get the ball back, barring an offensive rebound. Russell double clutcher lays it in.
Time on the court stretched out Rondo would be. So it'd be very interesting to see that. Looking forward to it, of course, and looking forward to more of that from Kawhi Leonard.
He's now in double figures. 10 for him, led by, of course, Paul George, who has a streak of 5 consecutive games of 30 or more. Edwards for the 3. It's good. A brash young man. He has 3 triples tonight. He now has 10. Jackson dumps it into Zoo, surrounded by white jerseys. Great ball movement for the Clippers. It boomerangs back to Jackson for the 3, and he knocks it down.
Turned down a shot earlier to get it to Zoo inside, but that unselfish play led to him being open. And speaking of leading, Kawhi leading Paul George. Another transition basket for the Clippers. Talked to his family like yesterday. They told me
right? And they said he had roots there. Jackson back the other way. Lobs it to Leonard. Oh my goodness! Kawhi Leonard with a shoal shaker here in downtown Los Angeles. 3-0. First bucket of the ball game for Minnesota was an Anthony Edwards triple. Here is Edwards inside. He's fouled. Count it. And send him to the line. Time now for the Hyundai drive to the hoop. Trying to get away with all that stuff. George for 3. Bucket. Paul George with 4 threes. He has 23. Towns backs down on Zoo. Kind of an awkward shot, but he's got great touch around the iron and knocks it down. For the Clippers, Senior double. That leaves Rondo open. He has hit some threes with the Clippers. What a rifle pass inside to Zoo. Clippers under the gun. Senior knocks down the 3. He's played well for Minnesota last couple of ball games. 24 total rebounds. Toss attempt, won by the Clippers late in the clock. Kennard is aware.
Stop it.
It is one of those nights. 19 threes for the Clippers.
This Minnesota Timberwolves team who relied on getting free throw attempts as a part of their offense. And as I say it's a foul, and it goes to the free throw line.
Reed is fouled. Count the basket. He'll go to the stripe for the old-fashioned three-point play.
A few people with those screens.
Towns stays in the game with the Clippers out in front 104 now 71. He has only played 23 minutes. In particular, that a nice effort here tonight for them. Amir Coffey and Daniel Orturu, both Minnesota Gophers. We'll have some friends and family watching this game back in the Twin Cities.
Carl Anthony will be putting on his sweatsuit.
And there's Cousins going at him. Towns does a good job to stay with him, but Cousins lays it up and in. Edwards looks to attack. He's hit a few threes here tonight. Make it another one for Edwards. That's 4 threes. He has 16 here in this fourth quarter. 108-84. Clippers just 2 for 7. Clippers 3 for 8. Cousins now with a couple of buckets. 4 points for him. 110.
Because of, again, being fortunate not being injured. That is one thing. And being able to be in the lineup is very important.
Oh, Kennard knocks down the 3. If I said Poole, you were mentioning Poole. If I just said a name Vince, who am I referring to? 3 falls for McDaniels.
Get him out the game. He didn't even listen to what I said. Call a timeout.
He's the guy that's going to bump it back up.
Don't you? Get in there. I told you. See, you keep shooting them when you're open.
As the Clippers win for the 40th time this year and improve to 40-19.